Wow. You know, I have a standing order,
not to
dignify buffoonery. But it's a buffoonery. Say, what standing order na me issue now? Even there, it is something to do with attacks on my person or my integrity.
Yeah.
Chetasi. That standing order has nothing to do with issues that affect the nation.
Yeah.
Or democratic culture of the nation. Into me pedaman for me carefully. The standing order na me issue which last week I'm me ready and me come back to it or a standing order na or and the miss me impose on myself that may ignore political buffoons now was circulate around won't attack me person and will attack me integrity. Me waste precious time and space on those political buffoons. I won't do that because really it's sheer waste of time and space. But if along the way buffoonery has the potential to affect national security or the democratic culture, as a citizen of this country, I am entitled to make an input.
Okay.
Check with the extension. Good. See, you drew that third leg and I will deal with the issue that way. And I might do into my main phone. Kwame.
Yeah.
In the position. Okay. Might say recording there was a business. I recollect 1972 January 13 coup d'etat against the Busia administration. And then within the same, and this happened on Happy FM.
Yeah.
Yes. Some radio stations and journalists want better will credit the original source.
I wonder why sometimes we have that problem.
You have a very open policy, yes, which is a professional thing, ethically. Or they acknowledge.
What's the sister radio station?
Yes.
Accra radio station. What nonsense is that?
Maybe I didn't originate TV. Just be fair and credit them.
That's all.
Yes, it's professional. It's ethical. Now, having done that, in the same content, we see there was under pressure. If we go post in shifted from the 72 January 13 coup d'etat to civilian coup d'etat. What animal is that? What animal is civilian coup d'etat? And might say General Secretary of the NDC, Mr. Sidun Ketiama Menyanku, might there all kind of but Koku Anyidoho, he doesn't control the army. Well, Kwame, Kennedy Japan, did he control the army?
Kennedy Japan.
Was he in charge of the army?
No.
Okay, I'll subsequently come to deal with that specific. But all he sought to do or should do is to convince the masses that this is bad governance, so and so. So if the masses are convinced, then the masses will act. Act on what? And act in which manner? Kwame, demonstrations, protest marches, and things and all the rest are not civilian coup d'etat. It's massa. The freedom to demonstrate and demonstrate in accordance with law, protest, walkouts, do all those things, are not civilian coup d'etat.
A coup d'etat is a coup d'etat.
And civilian coup d'etat, what does it mean? The only option left here is that we have an election to come 2020.
No.
That is where the civilians show their will. In this case, well, not civilians alone, or the electorate.
The entire country.
Including the forces.
Electorate.
Oh, Kwame, I'm unable to pronounce that properly.
It's electorate, not electorate.
It is a weakness I have. Let me live with this weakness. It's too late to do anything about it. Me a young nature me it's about now my
slice.
Oh, Kabio. It's casting iron now. Kwame.
Yes.
On lady change. Sir President in why a bonibia or impeachable, you will process Nyadama. Would be president.
Yeah.
President Fiwa, vice president Noba.
Yeah.
I mean, their constitutional architecture has been set up. We've all endorsed it, and we are living by it. Say Parliament, and the Parliament is minded. Executive now, or they bill and a BB call Parliament, or for the my mean change my mind. I tried to go back to Parliament.
Yeah.
Kumi Preakun, what happened to VAT?
It was stopped, went back, and
after
came.
all the arguments they made and attacks on us and everything, including shooting to kill, eventually the executive sent the bill back to Parliament. I didn't know what passed. What the new one called. Now we're revising. That's people's power, yes. But if you talk of civilian coup d'etat, because you had mentioned military intervention, January 13, 1972, no, you coup by a section of the army.
Interestingly, I think that's his birthday.
You don't mean it?
I think so.
You grew up together. So.
I think it's his birthday.
That was an unconstitutional truncation of the Constitution and the Second Republic. That was an act of high treason, punishable by death. Now you put that out there. When you were checkmated, you ran and looked for another animal called civilian coup d'etat. Now make sure there, it's not just illogical.
Yeah.
It's unsustainable. I mean, what creature is that? Yeah, but then it's still a treasonable act. Church Mercy, that's what I've established to you. The only way you can take out a democratic government under this constitutional dispensation, mama, all the options. The main option is the waiting for the election to vote against that administration.
Yeah.
If the president has done something that is impeachable, there is the procedure for it. The constitution has laid it down. Parliament say executive nankasa is minded do ampa adi nya tedam way VAT na, they will bring it to parliament everyone. So these are the options. So when the general secretary of the party is saying that, the man doesn't control the military, all he was talking of, he was trying to do is to convince the masses. And if the masses are convinced, they will act. They will act in which manner? If this demonstration, that is not going to amount to a coup d'etat, whether by civilians or by soldiers, or both.
But a coup d'etat is the overthrow of a government.
Yes.
Sudden overthrow of a government.
Yes. It's in America there. If you use the word civilian and you think there, I rescue But Kwame, that's different from saying there police should have arrested him. Or should have charged him with treason. Look, maybe I'm trying. I've become so liberal in my thinking that, to be honest, I would have loved if the gentleman had been ignored.
And
honestly, Kwaku Baako, my immediate take on the matter instinctively is to ignore this buffoonery.
For how long?
I'm not in charge of state security. I'm not part of the police network. So they, perhaps on what the information they had and the perception they had, decided that let's act. So some more opportunity to advise her. And Kwame, in Jamaica, they ignore him.
Why?
First of all, it's an empty barrel.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that threat is so empty. It's just empty, but it's of nuisance. It's of public nuisance.
Are you saying that so you agree those who say catapult to Kroimbi?
Yes, I agree. But there are people who argue also effectively, Kwame. There, the individual be able to my ignore. What if that leads to aggregation? In church, I say, you ignore. How do you keep law and order in the society of that nature? That's a very powerful argument. I'm prepared to be out-argued and out-voted on this matter. But I'm talking of my immediate instincts, relative to this particular crap. Sorry.
Oh, shame.
Yes, sorry.
Shame.
Sorry. It's withdrawn. With apologies to the listeners. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's the way I would have dealt with it. But in the man, in the dance, Metiti was a Kwame Teo, if you say, Kennedy Japan, Anthony Cabo, Samia Wuku, And I said, wow, so historical recollection, oh, you're good. I mean, maybe I was equalization.
Was it the president who became?
Yes, all die be die. And then with the fallacy of that, their whole concept of equalization is self-serving.
On your fallacious, or a propagandist sophistry.
Propagandist sophistry. As a baby could go. Obviously, catch a Kwaku Baako. The coup is in the bosom of Koku.
But in the position on crowd converging at installations of state security.
Yeah.
Or courts.
Yeah.
I've had a stand on it. Ebaka, what did Mr. Kujumpi Niko Bia na MPP for work or Kaime position? Look, that is something I don't endorse. What did Rollins call Bia na head annex? Sebaka 37. That I'm putting in Ghana, but I commented on it. It's a very dangerous practice.
Yeah.
When Japan was sent to police headquarters, that is CID. It changed in that route to BC Walker.
Yeah.
Nkofoka say. I condemned it. What happened yesterday there? They assembled. The potential for that kind of assembly there, it degenerates or expands into something more than just standing there and watching. I'm told that people block the roads. That's against the Public Order Act.
Yeah.
I mean, to play it safe, I always recommend that don't let the crowd go to those places. Leaders can go there. With their lawyers, they can go there.
Yeah.
But the very moment you unleash the crowd there, look, the crowd management or control could get out of order. And anything can happen. Innocent people.
Yeah.
I will drive walker up and down, walk Fiana, walk Krum. All can be trapped in the crossfire. Crowd nankasa wako hono se police fune you anye a bit professional and then the police ni bi me tell wa bro journalist bi.
Dama.
Yes, Joy FM journalist. For all you know, that I'm told he was going to ask question. Minim I was stuck. Elsewhere in other jurisdiction, the journalists themselves, they are dressed in such a manner with the attacks and everything, and the police too are trained in such a manner there. When there's such a situation, journalists are there to do their work.
Yeah.
Until they give them space and cooperate with them. Even at war situation in Dama, war correspondence. But in this case, yes, I'm prepared to accept the crowd now. I will make it organized one. It was spontaneous. But dependent on the size of the crowd and the time of the day and the conduct of that crowd, anything can happen. And from what I hear, there were a few gunshots.
From who?
No, from the police. I'm the firing warning shots was abadi, but the must say be pry. What's a lady be pry? I don't have confirmation of all these things, but that's the point I'm making. That is why I've always said the crowd that war support one kofu. I watch one. It is something that we should take out quickly, and it's up to the political leadership of the various political parties to ensure that thing doesn't happen.
Same no bia walk police station BNI.
Bia Kohobi.
Court.
Now, what's a watch charging with treason Yadama?
No.
Well, being a lawyer, no meaning the details, particulars of the offense in Nyama Walkan. But it reminds me of Kennedy Japan.
Also charging you treason.
Yeah, it's like
I miss Ayikwe Utu.
Yes, me when in our kwame eventually in my what call one release or you charges in Africa one what call for provocation of route. The judgment here. It was an embarrassment to the state. I am hoping that the police in doing me who charge sheet I have to be honest. My new media reporting me use CCR even end up being wrong. But to be honest, me view need the wunja non-co. So wunja non-co na wapeda will do what they do process will make sure the charges now what they ban or in accordance with law. No one quiet there Kennedy Japan needs to be. Even Kennedy Japan would eventually provocation of route in Yama Kwame. With the judgment, it was a ridiculous situation. So the judge had no choice but to acquit and discharge.
Into one jar non-co.
Into one you're careful. But my main brother order in let me read what charging with Kennedy Japan are making. Provocation of route contrary to section 200 and section 196 1A of Act 29 1960. Let B, offensive conduct contrary to section 207 of Act 29 1960. Now if you rule in them now there first I didn't move it from treason. High treason, genocide, all those things.
Yes, genocide.
You see, if people kind of walk on international criminal court, and what the petition be called, it amounted to comic relief. And yet the state allowed itself to be embarrassed in court. And then eventually, even the provocation of route and Yamanaso were thrown out, and thrown out in the face of the law. Me sure that if I'm a chance, may read the judgment to me. But Kwame, there are maybe last Saturday on Newsfile, a former deputy interior minister also agreement in such. I tell the end is for now. One why agreement in middle.
Can I Japan judgment not doing? Okay, well try and copy. Sure.
What's a American for the loopholes agreement with the nuclear weapon. Chemical and biological weapons.
Ridiculous statement.
And this is because also what there were exemptions. It's been stated what you can bring here. See, I mean, you don't have to state in this agreement that you can't bring nuclear weapons. First of all, there's an international convention on how to move nuclear weapons around.
Exactly.
And it's applicable to
nuclear weapons. And where would they fire it from?
You see, and it is this is how look the scaremongering in you. So instead of saying that we have a difficulty or a challenge with the agreement, these are the specific provisions of our agreement, and seek to get people to debate those issues, even though there's a school of thought there, the way I handle this security issues on yet. It's a disincentive for countries to decide to enter into such agreements with us.
Yes.
Even though, Kwame, I don't have the capability to stop people from discussing. It's a price we are paying for, the kind of system we've adopted. It's fine. See, but
they should know better.
And I'm I prefer ugly noises to a culture of silence. Until one can be nuclear weapons,